Now I will call the meeting of the Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education to order on July 24th, 2025. In compliance with Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, entitled Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as specified in the act in the following manner. A meeting notice was published in the newspaper and on the district website on January 8th, 2025. In addition, the notice of the meeting was posted at the municipal building, in the schools, and a copy of the notice filed with the township clerk and transmitted to other newspapers on June 23rd, 2025. The Daily Record, the Star Ledger, Parsippany Focus, Tap into Parsippany, Patch, and the district website. This regular public board meeting is being video recorded as per bylaw 168. The recordings of these meetings will be available on our district website and our Video on the Go YouTube channel. We ask that you please refrain from using student or staff names in your statement. Professionalism is expected at all times. May we have the roll call, please?
Mrs. Abraham?
Here.
Mr. Barrios?
Here.
Mr. DeVito?
Here.
Mrs. Mayer?
Here.
Mr. Rhea?
Here.
Mrs. Chappelle?
Here.
Dr. Wright?
Here.
Mr. Chaffo?
Here.
And Mrs. Coker.
Here. Please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have no students. At this time, I'm going to suspend tonight's regular agenda to allow for the presentation of the student awards. After the awards, we will break for cookies and punch. Mr. Carucci?
Good evening.
Sorry, I skipped you.
I will call up each club or sport to come forward and assemble in the center aisle. So if you are here for the sport that I called, please line up in that center aisle. And then after you've all assembled, I'll then call up each individual forward to receive your award. Will Mr. Barrios and Mrs. Chappelle join me to present the awards? Thank you. The first group of awards is our PHHS math team, coached or advised by Eric Berkowitz and Catherine Driscoll. Any students that are here for the PHHS math team, please line up in the center aisle. There were a high scorer on the team that led PHHS to first place in Morris County in the New Jersey Math League, Andre Gonzalez. Akshat Goyal, Roshan Matrubia, Shri Narajan Ganhrani Shri Kumar, Ram Vadhadia, in addition, we have high scores on the team that led PHHS to third place for Region 3 in the LOG1 contest. AJ Baradia, Leon Lin, Roshan Matrabia, Keshav Patel, and Ram Vadhadia. The next awards will be presented to our PHS baseball team, coached by Coach Kenny Dobkin. First award. These two individuals received the NJAC First Team All-Conference Independence Division, NJAC All-Academic Team, Nathan Camacho. NJAC First Team All Conference Independence Division, NJAC All Academic Team, Brian Sunga. NJAC Second Team All Conference Independence Division, NJAC All Academic Team, Mason Alameda. NJAC First Team All Conference Independence Division, Matthew Parker. NJAC Second Team All Conference Independence Division, Justin Acosta. Second Team All Conference Independence Division, Kevin Regan. NJAC Honorable Mention All Conference Independence Division, Jacob Camacho. The next group to be called up is the PHHS baseball team, coached by Nicholas Bechtler. First Team All Conference and All Academic Team, William Duffy. Second Team All Conference, Jordan Ledesma. Second Team All Conference, All Academic Team, Christopher Dana. Honorable Mention All Conference, Shubham Pawa. The next group is our PHS golf team, coached by Coach Michael Muller. NJAC Honorable Mention All Conference, Omar Amin. NJAC Honorable Mention All Conference, Sophie Marks. NJAC First Team All Conference Independence Division All Academic Team, Griffin Weiss. NJAC Second Team All Conference Southern Division II All Academic Team, Madison Delafave. Second Team All Conference Southern Division II All Academic Team, Anya Patel. Next group is our PHHS golf team, coached by Pete Anzalone. Second Team All Conference All Academic, Rohit Vishwanath. Honorable Mention All Conference, Michael Resigno. Next group is our PHS boys lacrosse team, coached by Coach Liam Dugan. Anybody from the lacrosse team line up in the center aisle? First Team All Conference, All Academic, Xavier Ballesteros. First Team All Conference, Quinn Barbrack. Second Team All Conference, All Academic, Gavin Barbrack. Second Team All Conference, All Academic, Owen Garcia. Second Team All Conference, All Academic, Nicholas Spada. Second team all-conference, Alexander Spada. Second team all-conference, Matthew Hemingway. Honorable mention, all-conference, Robert Hemingway. Next group to be recognized is the PHS Girls Lacrosse, coached by Kelly Wallach. NJI GLL Colonial White Division, first team all-conference, all-academic team, Jasmine Booker. First team all-conference, all-academic team, Leah Collins. First team, all-conference, all-academic team, school record of saves, 500? Am I correct? How many? It's in my office. Is it on there? It's on my plaque in the office. I'll get it for you. Sorry. As soon as I was saying it, I realized I have a plaque in my office for you, but I'll get it. First team, all conference, all academic team, school record of saves, Adriana Sacco. Somewhere around 500. Second team, all conference, all academic team, Samantha Vidiello. Second team, all conference, Catherine Orellana. Honorable mention, all colonial white division, Isabella Rivera. Our next group is our PHHS Girls Lacrosse, coached by Brian Francis. Second team all conference, third team all county, Erin Guglielmo. Second team all conference, all academic, Brenna Wittick. Honorable mention, all conference, honorable mention, all county, Isabella Tahiri. Thank you, Mr. Barrios and Ms. Chappelle. Will Mr. Rea and Ms. Abraham please join me for the remainder of our awards? It's okay. The next group is our PHS softball, coached by Paige Wells. The girls softball team was NJAC Independence Division Conference champions. They have already received their sweatshirts. And the following are the individual awards. Zoe On, second team all conference, all academic team. Isabel Alameda, honorable mention, all conference. Second team all conference, all academic team, Angelica Blair. Second team all conference, all academic team, Nicole Coughlin. Second team all conference, all academic team, Olivia Frere. First team all conference, all academic team, Charlotte Inuin. First team all conference, all academic team, all county coaches team, Ariana Johns. First team all conference, all academic team, all county coaches team, Georgia Kachulis. First team all conference, all academic team, Kayla Paluzzi. First team all conference, all academic team, Pia Parukular. First team all conference, all academic team, Nisha Vakil Rana. Also Gianna Santana. First team all-conference, all-academic team, Peyton Soto and Ariana Zajac. The next group is our PHHS softball team, coached by Daniel Olson. First team all-conference, Ava Simonoff. Second team all-conference, all-academic team, all Morris County coaches team, Charlotte Fang. Honorable mention, all-conference, all Morris County coaches, Amanda Araman. Honorable mention, all conference, Abigail Herzog. The next group is our PHS tennis team, coached by Coach Mike Miller. NJAC second team all conference, Liberty Division, Anish Gupta. NJAC honorable mention all conference, Siddharth Narayana. The next group is our PHHS tennis, coached by David Biangiovanni. First team all conference, all academic, Alicia Hanig. First team all conference, Ronan Dutia. Honorable mention, all conference, Dev Krishna. The next group is our PHS boys spring track team, coached by Kyle Soden. NJAC second team, all conference, Liberty Division, NJAC all academic team, meet of champions, fourth place 4x400 relay, sixth place 40 meter, N2 G2 sectional conference championship, sixth place 4x400 relay, Willie Buchanan. NJAC second team all conference, Liberty Division, David Ferreira. NJAC second team all conference, Liberty Division, NJAC all academic team, Christopher Jackson. NJAC second team all conference, Liberty Division, NJAC all academic team, meet of champions, fourth place 4x400 meter relay, N2 G2 sectional champions, sixth place 4x400 relay, Shane Petzinger. And Ryan Zhang. NJAC second team all conference, Liberty Division, N2 G2 sectional champions, third place long jump, sixth place 4x400 relay, meet of champions, fourth place 4x400 meter relay, Muhammad Sar. NJAC honorable mention, all conference, Liberty Division, Derek Yoon. The next group is our PHHS boys spring track, coached by Michelle Perry. First team all conference, meet of champions, fifth place 110 meter hurdles, sectional championship, first place 110 meter hurdles, Zachary Richards Powell. Second team all conference, all academic, Brandon Huang. Second team all conference, all academic, PHHS boys record for 4x1600 meter, Brian Metz. Honorable mention, all conference, PHHS boys record for 4x1600 meter, Vanch Patel. PHHS boys record for 4x1600 meter, Vendant Bhatt. And boys record for 4x1600 meter, Benjamin Olson. The next group is our PHS Girls Spring Track, coached by Sean Rembecki. The first one's a long one. NJAC First Team All Conference, Liberty Division. NJAC All Academic Team. First Team All Morris County. PHS Girls record for 100 high jump and 400 individual hurdles. NJAC Championships first place 200 meter. First place long jump. Second place 400 high jump. Meet of Champions first place 100 meter. First place long jump. Third place 100 high hurdles. Third place 100 individual. N2 D2 sectional championships. Second place 200 meter. Second place 100 meter. Second place 400. Second place long jump. Meet of Champions, 17th place, 400 meter hurdles with a record of 1 minute and 3.9 seconds. 21st place long jump, 17 feet 3 inches, Jacqueline Reed. NJAC First Team All Conference, Liberty Division, NJAC All Academic Team, NJAC Championship 5th place Javelin, Meet of Champions 3rd place Javelin, N2 G2 Sectional Champions 5th place Javelin, Gabriella Buckwick. NJAC Honorable Mention All Conference, Liberty Division, Meet of Champions 5th place Long Jump, N2 G2 Sectional Championships, 3rd place Triple Jump, 4th place Long Jump, 5th place 100 meter, Amanda Dean. The last group is our PHHS Girls Spring Track, coached by Karen Brzezinski. First Team All Conference, All Academic, Meet of Champions, 5th place 800 meters, Sectional Champions, 3rd place 800 meter, Kira Shabrifsky. Second Team All Conference, All Academic, Meet of Champions, 5th place 3200 meter, Megan Metz. Honorable Mention All Conference, Sectional Champion, 6th place 100 meter hurdles, Noelle Crane. And Sectional Championship, 6th place 400 meter hurdles, Sahar Namatullah. Congratulations to you all.
Okay. We will officially take a few-minute break for our meeting for cookies and punch that I believe are right across in the cafeteria.
Right there in the blue sweater. Yeah. All right. That's the way I
How are you?
How about you? Busy? Coaching? Yeah. Baseball thing work out? Yeah, it's been a big summer. Yeah, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah. Did baseball, that thing work out? That league and yeah, we got kids from both sides? Yeah. nice. Rather, it's just to run it next year.
I know, like, and of course I'm supposed to go celebrate. Here we are talking work stuff.
All right.
If you wouldn't mind
Couple of
writing your
little
name, then your
vacations.
address, and then signing.
Crazy and
Baseball for you?
Yes.
both of my kids are in high school now, so
It's very exciting. You should be very
Ryan,
proud. I'm so glad this
Drabo
is like our
runs, he goes to
favorite
Knoll, so
night.
Drabo runs like a Tuesday, Thursday thing.
This is practice.
Yeah, so Ryan went to like the first two, but then they run football practice for the freshmen. They go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday at the same time at night. So he went to the first two baseball and then can't go. And there's part of him that was like, I think I might just go to baseball. I'm like, you gotta go football. Like, you have to go football. Yeah. Like, coach will understand. You go to the first two, make a good impression off for 2 days, and then go play football. So that's where I spend it.
Favorite school, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's baseball.
It's such a
He
nice
likes baseball.
I did too.
Down. Ready? I'm going to call the meeting back to order. We are at correspondence. Is there any correspondence to come before the board? No. Is there any unfinished business? Seeing none, we'll move on to committee reports. Dr. Wright, can you give teaching and learning, or would you like somebody else to give that?
I can give it. Teaching and learning met last week. Present were myself. Sorry, my notes are a little jammed up here. Sheethel Abraham.
It was Mr. DeVito and Mrs. Mrs. Mayor.
Thank you, and Ms. Mayor, please, indeed. We discussed a number of upcoming new courses, including English 4, Authors of New Jersey, and Literature in the Psyche, as well as a number of other curricular revisions. And I would like to say I really admire the hard work that our educators are doing this summer to provide really engaging courses, both in the humanities and across the curriculum. In addition, the curricular revisions, we decided that we are not going to vote on at this meeting, but rather we'll do in total in August. We also discussed the GROW program and the shifts being made in the past couple of years to move towards a full profile assessment to make sure that giftedness in its full complexity is being reviewed. And I would personally like to commend those who worked on the website updates. That really gives an excellent review of the program as it currently exists. And that was it. We'll be voting on the revisions to the curriculum at the next meeting.
Any questions for Dr. Wright? Mr. Vito?
Not a question, just a comment. I think there is some books for approval tonight. That's I think section A of those minutes. They're in the bulletin tonight in the addendum, I believe, right? Yeah.
Thank you. Mrs. Chappelle?
Thank you, Matt.
Mrs. Chappelle, do you want to give the finance?
The Finance Committee met tonight. Present were myself, Andy Chaffo, Jack Rea, Allison Kogan, Steve McHugh, Dr. Mulrooney, and Joni Benos. Some really good updates. Thank you very much, Mr. McHugh. Our audit has started. They began the week of July 14th, and everything is running smoothly. They will return in October this year and to complete their on-site activities, and they expect to complete the audit December 5th before our deadline, so that's good. We are in the process of closing the 2024-25 school year, preparing for the next year, so everything's running smoothly there as well. Our lease purchase for $1 million has closed on July 15th. and we're using that to procure computer technology, a 29-passenger van, a transit van, and a pickup. Petty cash. There were some petty cash changes that needed to be addressed this year. The business office is going to be providing additional training to make sure that everyone is aware of how that should work. Local 32 retro adjustment, that we have an accrual that's in place just as we had before. We're waiting for that to be finalized before we actually make any kind of payment on that. And then grants. We've got allocations that have been received from the Department of Education in New Jersey for $1.9 million, and then the ECAA are all delayed, but still expected for just over 500. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Mayor with personnel? Yes.
Thank you. Human Resources met on July 22nd. Present were myself, Mrs. Abraham, Dr. Wright, Mrs. Kogan, Mr. Ricker, and Mrs. Benos. The committee discussed the following things. There were some personnel matters, confidential district personnel matters. Mr. Ricker discussed the recommendations for the following staff members that are in our bulletin. The coordinating supervisor of K-12 visual and performing arts, TV production. There were 64 applicants for that position. There were 8 on the interview committee, and they narrowed it down to 5. And the candidate that they thought was the best fit was Gabrielle Stevens. Also, we have a lead HVAC mechanic technician, Mr. Michael Marino. He also gave us, Mr. Ricker also gave us an update from the New Jersey Department of Education on SGO and administrator goals. Also an update on open positions and job postings. As of July 22nd, there's only 4 remaining teaching positions open. And that's the report.
Any questions for Mrs. Mayor? Okay, Mr. Chaffo, I believe you have 2 reports.
I do. Thank you, President Kogan. Critical issues, sorry, put that back a little bit. Critical issues met on July 14th. President or myself, Mrs. Abraham, Mrs. Chappelle, Mrs. Kogan, and Mrs. Benos. 2 major areas for discussion. One was the 25-26 board goals, and the committee did distill from the board self-evaluation 5 areas of improvement that we thought the board should focus on for 2026. They were presented at the last board meeting, and without objection would be the goals for 25-26. We also discussed the Code of Board Governance, which has been bantered about for several years now. We reached out to NJSBA to see if there's anything additional or different that we might want to include, and the final version of that document was presented to the board on July 29th, I believe. The ad hoc committee did meet on July 9th. President or myself, Mrs. Mayor, Mr. Rea, President Kogan, Mrs. Benos, and Dr. McHugh. Attorney Robert Simon and Kate Gilfillan were also present. The committee received information from the town Oprah request and met with the land use attorney Simon, who drafted an ordinance that the committee discussed. The committee made suggestions, and Mr. Simon is revising that draft. That will be shared with the board. That was done this evening. The board affirmed that they would like that ordinance to be sent over to the township, and Mr. Simon will do that on the board's behalf. That's my report.
Are there any questions for Mr. Chaffo? Does anybody else have any committee report or liaison reports? Mrs. Abraham?
I don't have a report. I just had a quick question. I just wanted to know if, I know in the past we used to share the committee agendas with the full board, and I was just wondering if in the future we could go back to that so that if we had any questions ahead of time or if somebody was not able to attend, we could try to make it. And I just wanted to know if that's possible, if we could start sharing the committee agendas with the full board again. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I just want to welcome our acting superintendent, Dr. Mulrooney. Thank you for stepping in. We are in capable hands. Our next two meetings are July 31st and for interviews for an open board seat, as well as any other business. We also have a working session on August 7th. Both of those meetings are open to the public. The deadline for applying for the open seat and for applying for the 3-year term on the ballot are both Monday, the 28th. Yesterday, Dr. Mulrooney and I went to the library grand opening of their new study rooms. They are really nice and designed for, group study or individual study. And then on the June 23rd, I went to a leadership conference from school boards, which included all the presidents and vice presidents from around the state, which, was very well attended, and there was a lot of good information at that workshop. And that is all I had to share. So we are up to the approval of minutes for regular and executive session for June 18th, 2025. May I have a motion, please? Mrs. Abraham, and a second. Mr. DeVito, roll call.
Mrs. Abraham.
Yes.
Mr. Barrios.
Yes.
Mr. DeVito.
Yes.
Mrs. Mayer.
Yes.
Mr. Rhea.
Yes.
Mrs. Chappelle.
Yes.
Dr. Wright.
Yes.
Mr. Chaffo.
Yes.
Mrs. Kogan.
Yes. Now we are up to Superintendent's Bulletin number 1. Dr. Mulrooney,
This is where I give you all my fun stuff.
this is it.
All right. Hello, everyone. How's the crowd doing tonight? All right. So I'm going to share with you what's been going on this summer in Parsippany. We have a number of programs currently running. Over the past few weeks, I've been able to visit all of them. So I'll just give you a little overview. ESL Summer School has begun, and that's actually it ended today. That's at PHS. We have 150 students rising 1st through 8th graders. We have 33 high school volunteers who are at that program every day helping out and doing a fantastic job. Students' subjects include English, math, art, foods, PE, and STEM. So it's been a great program. It's a long-standing tradition in Parsippany, and that is, of course, funded by our Title III funds, and we're really proud of that program. Our virtual Getting Ready For courses are also running. This for our students in grades 6 through 8 in Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2. These are online courses for students to get ready for the next year of math classes. We have 402 students signed up. We'll be monitoring attendance upon completion to see actually what the logins look like. And again, another great way to get kids ready for that level up in math. Also in math and personal finance, we have summer acceleration courses. This is at Parsippany High School. We have 2 geometry honors classes running, which is a way for kids to gain a level of math over the summer, to move on to Algebra 2. Computer program with Python, there's one section of that, and 1 personal finance class running as well. ESY is running at Brooklawn and Lake Hiawatha, both running smoothly. A lot of our special education students are there, and teachers and empowers are doing a great job with them. One of the new things that we're doing this year is what we like to call a finish line program for the class of 2025. So following our state assessments in the spring, we identified students who had not met graduation requirements yet. And we dedicated some of our CEIS funds to give them like a mini boot camp to get ready for an alternative assessment. So we had 35 students, 40 students signed up, 35 students came. Of the 35 students who attended, 30 of them knocked out the graduation requirement after a few days of prep. So now their senior year is kind of freed up. They won't need any interventions or their schedule won't be impacted. We still have about 30 students at each school, which will have to meet that requirement. And as we always do, we'll get them through alternative assessments and the portfolio process if need be. But with the success of this, we're really hoping in the future we really get everyone ready over the summer, and we don't have to worry about that during the school year. For the first time ever, we ran an AI class. Stanford University contacted us about running a program. It is not our program. Stanford is renting the space at PHS through us. It was a 2-week program, 15 students attended, and it ended last week. So that was a nice little one. 2 programs have not started yet, but they'll be coming soon. One is the Talented Art program for 30 middle school students, a 2-week program. And then elementary summer school virtual boot camp for for rising first through eighth graders, rising first through fifth. 187 students were invited and confirmed attendance, and we'll be reviewing those attendance numbers at the completion of the program. Today, I was able to attend a mini conference at Milburn High School. We talked about our assessment practices, making sure they're fair and equitable, and that we're, actually measuring what we want to measure. And we talked a lot about AI and really viewing it as kind of a conversation between people and technology and how we can prep students for what the future is going to hold. So it's a great conference today, and as an overall statement, after many, many years in this district, it's my honor and my pleasure to help out for a few months, and we'll make sure we're ready to go for September. I look forward to another great year. I've had multiple conversations with Dr. Chase, and I'm very excited for her arrival. She's going to do a great job, and we're going to really support her and enjoy her leadership. So that's all I got.
And you are officially presenting Superintendent Bulletin number 1, items 1 through 72 with addendum items 73 to 79 in read-ins.
You got that right.
Are there any questions for Dr. Mulrooney?
I just have a question. Dennis, on page 35, I think it was section D, can you explain the intent of that paragraph? I'm just kidding. I have no questions.
One last one.
Okay, the Secretary's report, Dr. McHugh?
So, basically, it's a normal June secretary report. It has our normal bill run, the board secretary as well as treasurer reports. We're approving our IDEA allocation. Sorry, I'm not used to having microphones. We have some disposal of some equipment at the Hills High School due to the renovations that are going on in the cafeteria. And I just wanted to point out, as we said earlier, there is an addendum, so if you can just make sure you check out the addendum number 72, but I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have them.
Sorry, I did not welcome you to Dr. McHugh, so welcome as your first meeting.
You got me last month, so I'm good to go.
Are there any questions on the Secretary's report? Okay. We are up to new business. Is there any new business to come before the board?
Yes.
Mr. Raya?
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Cogan. I came across an article in the Parsippany Focus last week written by Mr. Avi Mehta, and it was very well written, and it was a very convincing article on the importance of personal finance. In our district, about 8 years ago, we switched to where half of the personal finance requirement could be satisfied by advanced placement. You want to take care of that? It's on me. Oh, okay. And we can that could be taken care of through taking advanced placement economics. Now, I took a look at the description of it was a pretty detailed description of the class, and I tend to agree with Mr. Mehta that that the personal finance requirement would not be well suited from the AP economics class. Now, why is personal finance important? I became aware of the following since I read the article, the letter to the editor, rather. There is an acronym. It is called BNPL, and it means Buy Now, Pay Later, which to me is the opposite of financial literacy. It's more like financial illiteracy. There are 3 big firms that I would tend to characterize as predatory firms. One is Klarna, another one is Affirm, and another one is Afterpay. And they tend to provide financing to, I think it's to a lot of young people, where you could buy a pizza. First of all, you should be buying a pizza on credit or anything like that, and where you can make 4 payments. And they don't charge you interest, but if you don't make the payment on time, you get charged a late fee, and it's probably a very onerous fee. So things like that are the kind of things that a personal finance class would teach people to stay away from. And so, I just wanted to bring it to the board's attention that maybe we should reconsider and go back to maybe just an actual personal finance class to satisfy the personal finance requirements for our students. It would I think it would give them better tools. They're more than welcome to take AP Economics, but that would be separate. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Is there any other discussion on that topic? Mr. Barrios?
Thank you, Madam President. This question is for Dr. Mulrooney. And is it my don't we have maybe we don't do it anymore, but wasn't there like a personal finance, we try to do a personal finance class at the secondary schools? I'm not sure it was at the high school. I think it was at the high school, where it was almost like, and I'm gonna be very simple here, but, it was going to like, balancing a checkbook and stuff like that. I mean, is that still happening, or?
Absolutely. I mean, I could speak to all of this if you.
Oh,
if you
I
want.
apologize.
I don't know if we want to wait till
Please.
after the gentleman speak, though, from the Hills. I don't.
Oh, no, then please, I'll sit
Right?
back.
Right? It might be good to speak, I might be able to respond after the students, but definitely, I can speak to all that. It's exciting to hear what they have to say, so it's great.
Mr. DeVito?
Yeah, I'll defer to you, Dr. Mulrooney, of course, but yeah, I mean, my daughter just graduated last year, so she took the personal finance course that is currently done. I think it's an online course, and it's, they don't have to sit there and be in class for it, so it saves them an extra block and such. So, yeah, it does happen. Thankfully, she's balancing her checkbook very well, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But yeah, I think this is a little bit different from what they're proposing here. So, but thank you.
Okay. So we will pause that for a few more minutes. Is there any other new business to come before the board?
Sure. As I think most people know, tonight's my last board meeting, so I will be resigning as the vice president of the board effective immediately, thereby creating a vacancy for that position this evening.
Thank you. So I guess if we don't have an official vice president, I think I would like to call for nominations for vice president of the Board of Education. Mrs. Abraham?
Thank you. I would like to nominate Mr. Matt DeVito.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations?
Ms. Kogan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I interrupt you a minute? Yeah, while I appreciate Mrs. Abraham's nomination, I don't feel that I am able to do that role at this time, so I'd like to withdraw my name from nomination. Thank you very much.
Okay. So hopefully there will be another nomination.
Yes, I've come to know this person over the last several years. I find her to be articulate, intelligent, energetic, and caring, and I would like to nominate Michelle Chappelle for vice president.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Okay. Seeing none, can I close the nominations and take a vote for the nomination of Ms. Chappelle for vice president?
Mrs. Abraham?
No.
Mr. Barrios?
Yes.
Mr. Chaffo?
Abstain?
Mr. DeVito?
No.
Mrs. Mayer?
Yes.
Mr. Rhea?
Yes.
Mrs. Chappelle?
Yes.
Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Mrs. Kogan?
Yes.
Before the vote is finalized, I'd like to amend my vote to yes, please.
Okay. Motion carries. Congratulations, Mrs. Chappelle. Would you like to switch seats or switch signs?
Yeah, you just switch signs. I'm not gonna make Andy change in his last day. I'll stay here. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, very much for the vote of confidence.
Okay. Is there any other new business? Can we move on? Okay, at this time, we are up to the hearing of the public. If there's anyone who would like to address the board, please come up, sign your name and address in the book at the lectern, state your name for the record, and please address the chair. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak to the board. It would be helpful if you would like to address the board to please come up now and sign in so that you are ready when the first speaker is finished. As a reminder, we are video recording this meeting. If you are a student who wishes to speak, we ask that you not provide your home address, but rather give only the name of the town in which you live. If you are a parent wishing to discuss a specific matter pertaining to your child during this portion of the meeting, you may request that the board temporarily suspend the video recording. Alternatively, please consider speaking privately about the matter to the superintendent after the meeting. Speakers should refrain from using specific student or staff names in their comments and are referred to Bylaw 168 for further information regarding the videotaping of our meetings.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Avi Mehta, and I'm a rising senior at Parsippany Hills High School, and I co-founded the Budget Bridge Foundation alongside Shub Pattar, Evan Schwartz, and Rohit Vishwanath. In New Jersey, students learn how to solve for X, but not how to budget, file taxes, or manage credit, and that's the gap we're here trying to close. Our nonprofit empowers students with real-world financial skills because graduation should come with more than just a diploma. It should come with confidence to manage money. Here's the issue. Since 2009, New Jersey has required 2.5 credits in financial literacy to be able to walk at graduation. But a loophole in state policy, unfortunately adopted by Parsippany, lets other courses like AP Economics fulfill the state's 2.5 credit requirement instead of a dedicated standalone personal finance course. Let's be clear, AP Micro teaches market theory, skills that teach you how to think like consultants. AP Macro teaches you how to think like policymakers, but neither teaches students how to open a bank account, avoid debt, or compare credit cards. In other words, neither of these courses teaches you how to think like an individual managing your day-to-day finances. On February 23, 2017, the Parsippany Board of Education introduced AP Economics as a course, and shortly after voted to allow AP Economics to fulfill the personal finance graduation requirement without any clear rationale. That decision defeats the intent of the 2009 law, preparing students for personal financial responsibility. We've surveyed local students, and the data is telling. Our research underscores the importance of a dedicated personal finance course. Surveys conducted among Parsippany Hills High School students revealed that when students rely on alternative courses like AP Economics to fulfill financial literacy requirements, their preparedness is inadequate. Over 50% of students who took AP Econ to meet the financial literacy requirement rated their preparedness a 3 or lower on a 5 or more rating scale. The reason? They say that real-world financial content is rushed, skipped, or squeezed in after the conclusion of the AP test. That's not education, that's an afterthought. Before we make our ask to the board, I want to preface by saying that this isn't about removing AP Economics. It should absolutely remain a course. It's rigorous, respected, and enriching, but absolutely not a substitute for financial literacy. Our recommendation is simple. Make personal finance the only course that fulfills the 2.5 credit requirement and remove AP Economics as an eligible alternative. Only a standalone personal finance course teaches students how to build a budget, compare loans and interest rates, understand taxes and credit, protect against identity theft, and much more. These aren't just skills. These aren't just academic skills, they're life skills. Let's not lag. Let Parsippany become a model for the state where every student is financially prepared in this ever-changing world. Don't settle for the minimum. Exceed it, restore the intent of the law, and give every student the foundation they deserve. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diane Anderson. I'm a business education teacher at Parsippany Hills High School. I teach both personal finance and AP Economics, so I'm coming from that perspective. I've made a statement with some of my colleagues. So in Parsippany, New Jersey, the full semester or 90-day of personal finance consists of the following topics: how to make important life decisions in a logical way, address identity and consumer fraud, address behavioral economics, teach banking, budgeting, taxes, saving and investment, debt management, including credit cards, mortgages, car loans, and college debt, and also insurance. So those are all the topics that are covered. Students are given solid, relevant information to guide them through their life's financial journey. In our opinion, it is one of the most important courses that they can take in high school. It could save students from making bad decisions in their lives, along with thousands of dollars. Allowing students to take AP Economics or any other course to satisfy the state and district requirement for personal finance is truly a disservice to the students. Although a few of these topics will sometimes come up, for the most part, students will not encounter these important life lessons during AP Economics until after AP exams in May. After that, students may focus on some of these topics, but it is during the last month of school, and many seniors will be starting the senior internship program and will not even be there. And also, others find it difficult to focus during these last weeks. Senate Bill 3497, introduced last year, strives to eliminate using other courses to satisfy the state requirement of teaching financial literacy. In a nutshell, they're looking to say that instruction that principally addresses economic, business, and entrepreneurial literacy should not be used to satisfy the financial literacy instruction requirement established pursuant to this section. We hope that the district will continue to be in the forefront of financial literacy and do its best for students and make this proposed bill a requirement for Parsippany High School students. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, members of the board. My name is Evan Schwartz, and I'm proud to serve as a co-founder of the Budget Bridge Foundation. As a current student, I'd like to briefly explain from a learner's perspective. The purpose of a financial literacy requirement is clear: to ensure students leave high school prepared for the financial realities of adulthood. But when that requirement can be fulfilled through courses like AP Economics, we risk creating confusion, not just for students, but for also expectations for educators and families as well. These courses were never designed to teach personal finance skills. I've personally taken some of these electives, and while they were informative, they didn't teach me how to file taxes, open a Roth IRA, or avoid credit card debt. They were excellent courses in their own right, but they are not substitutes for a personal finance class. If our goal is to ensure every student walks across the graduation stage financially prepared, we must align the course offerings with that goal. The current system, which allows non-personal finance courses to fulfill the requirement, weakens the standard and leaves many students behind. This matters even more when we think about equity. Some students may learn financial skills at home, others rely on school as their only source of financial education. When the bar is lowered or blurred, it's those students who hurt the most. By ensuring the requirement is met through a dedicated personal finance course, Parsippany has the opportunity to make financial empowerment a universal standard during the year, not just an optional course that requires taking extra steps, ensuring that everyone gets the same opportunity. Thank you for your time and commitment to educational excellence and equity. We hope you'll consider closing this loophole in making Parsippany a leader in student-centered personal finance. Thank you.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Shu Potdar, and I'm honored to speak to you tonight as a co-founder of the Budget Bridge Foundation. I'd like to focus on why this issue matters deeply, especially here in Parsippany. Financial literacy is not just about economics or business theory. It's about how to manage your money day to day, how to avoid debt traps, build credit, and make informed decisions about saving and spending. But when students are allowed to fulfill the state's financial literacy requirement through courses like AP Economics, that mission gets diluted. My co-founder touched on this earlier, but I want to clarify and emphasize just how limited the financial literacy instruction is under the current AP Economics pathway. After the AP exam, the district claims students receive 6 weeks of personal finance. But 2 of those weeks are a transitionary period where students are watching the Lorax, discussing current events, and completing a group project. That leaves just 3 to 4 weeks for actual personal finance instruction. And even then, students are rushed through a handful of EverFi modules, a short presentation, and a few budgeting games. Compare that to a dedicated, standalone personal finance course, typically 16 weeks, a semester long. That 3 weeks cannot replace a full curriculum. It's not just a condensed version, it's a fundamentally diminished one. This isn't about replacing AP Economics, it's about ensuring it does not replace personal finance. Now, let me be clear, we're simply asking that AP Economics is not counted towards fulfilling the 2.5 credit graduation requirement that was created specifically for personal finance education, and that only a personal finance course fulfills the state's 2.5 credit financial literacy requirement. These are fundamentally different courses with different purposes, and students should be receiving only a personal finance education and an AP Economics one if they choose to do so. If we want students to thrive, not just in the classroom, but in the real world, we must give them real financial education, not a shortcut, not a substitute. The future deserves more than 3 weeks. Thank you.
I'll keep it short.
No, they're filming each other, it's great.
Oh, hi, my name is Alexander Partington. I live in Mount Tabor, but I'm also a business education teacher at Parsippany Hills. I was actually the teacher who taught the summer accelerated personal finance class, which is 60 in-seat hours for the students. It takes 3 weeks. So there is an opportunity for the kids in Parsippany to take personal finance during the summer, and it won't take away from their schedules throughout the year. I totally agree with the students with the AP Econ. There's not enough time at the end of the year. They're burnt out. It's an AP class. It's really difficult, and you can't get through everything. Yes, can you get through it in 3 weeks? Yeah, 4 hours straight. Get to know these kids really well in that time. But I can't tell you how many teachers and custodians and just people in the building walked by and heard me teaching, and they are like, I need to take your class. The way I found out how to write a check was with, I think it was Mrs. Fitzgerald at Parsippany Hills, but it was for Accounting 1. There was no personal finance class then. And a lot of people have no idea how to do it. And then they get into credit card debt, and because they think that little plastic card is free money. And it's just, the personal finance class that we have has so many things that we teach them that it really would be better if it was required for everybody. And not, because there is also another AP business class that the College Board is putting out. And I work a lot with Next Generation Personal Finance for a lot of my materials. And they are saying that even the curriculum, the coursework that they have set up for the AP business course covers the personal finance, but it only covers about 16% of the standards that we cover in our personal finance class. So I hope this is something that you agree to do. Thanks.
Are there any other members of the public who would like to speak? Okay, I will close the public session. I know there's several accountants. Oh, sorry. I'm going to open it back up again. That's all right.
Hello, good evening. So I'm actually a parent. I have had 2 amazing kids go through you guys' system already. Layla.
Can you give us your name and address?
Oh yeah, that matters, huh? No one ever
For
asked
the
me my
record.
name. I'm Christina Berry. My address is 46 Oneida, and it's Lake Hiawatha, Jersey. My children already went through your system, 2 of them. You guys might know them. Layla Jackson graduated 23, and Christopher Jackson just graduated 25. I appreciate everything that everyone does. I just literally had to come up, had no plan on doing this. My son has benefited, as well as our daughter, and I really wanted to piggyback on this amazing teacher that just went before me. As a parent, we attempt and we try our hardest to teach our children the things that we've gone through as far as different trials and tribulations financially. Because no matter how equipped you think you are, what your mom, dad, or grandparents told you, it's nothing like an educator giving that confirmation and teaching them things that line up to what you said. And then when my kid came home in the summertime, was like, Mom, did you know about this? I was mind blown because guess what? I did not know. And he was teaching me things that this beautiful teacher taught my son. So I just wanted to say that I also think it's important to make it a whole semester and a requirement. Like the young men said, my son was one of the people for Par High that actually had the internship. That's why we were late to getting his reward tonight, because they actually kept him on. And he had his first thing that was due for the law firm, so he couldn't come on time. But when I tell you, your educators and principals and everything that is constantly given to our kids, they take these gems and they use it for the long run. You guys aren't only educating them, you're educating us. And I think it definitely should be something that should be a full semester just from a parent's point of view.
Okay, we'll close the public session again. Nope. Are you coming down? Okay. Opening public session.
This guy's not shy. You can put it down.
Hello, how y'all doing? I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know these kids, but what they were saying seems pretty dope. I will piggyback off of what Ms. Partington and what my mom had said. I personally, I didn't want to have to deal with taking the personal finance class during my school. I was trying to prioritize taking other AP courses and whatnot, so I did it my sophomore year going into my junior year. A lot of kids are hesitant to do it because of the pricing of it. It is a penny, honestly, but if you are on the reduced lunch program or anything like that, it does definitely cut off a chunk, but it's a good opportunity. Even though it was 3 weeks of summer of me waking up at 8 a.m. and stuff, it sucked. Man, that AC had me tired, but still, it was definitely worth it. I learned a lot of stuff, and she actually made learning about finances fun. Helped me decide I wanted to minor in business in college, but it definitely taught me a lot. And a lot of kids that I personally have met through my friends and even juniors going in, a lot of kids take these AP business courses because of the loophole, and they say, oh, I just don't want to have to waste my time on a semester course on personal finance, and then I have to take something like ceramics. I want to do an AP instead, or I need the honors credit, or it's going to dictate me being valedictorian or not if I do take the personal finance. So they just take the blow and do it over the summer, but honestly, it really is worth it. What they were saying, a lot of my friends who are in AP Econ, if I ask them stuff like, oh, do you have a checkings account, or are you interested in taking out college loans? They're like, yeah, of course, it's free money. But they don't know the difference between a grant and a loan. So simple, basic things like that, I learned because of her class, I can't rely on student loans when I go off to college. So I busted my butt off, did a bunch of scholarships, looked into grants, work studies and all of that stuff I really didn't take advantage of. And through her course, it definitely helped me out. So I really think it is a mandated course that should be fully utilized rather than overlooked and kind of just pushed aside for an AP course or another honors course or whatnot. Also, sorry for being late, guys. That's all I have to say. Have a good night.
Third time's a charm.
I'm thinking we're going to make it this time. We are going to close the public session again. I definitely appreciate everybody coming up and being very well spoken and prepared. I know there's 3 accountants on the board, and we would definitely agree that personal finance is very important. I do think in 2017 there weren't too many other options like the online or the summer course, so I think we have added more options since that was brought in. Dr. Mulrooney, would you like to add anything?
Buckle up, people. No, this is exciting. I mean, this is what we want high school students to be doing, right? I mean, we could, there are times we might be put off by kids speaking up, but this is we want you to be citizens. So this is wonderful, guys. I can't thank you enough. And as always, our goal isn't to be right. Our goal is to get it right. So this is, I'll just say right off the bat, this is something I'll bring back to Mr. McCourt, not Mr. McCourt, Mr. McCourt, our math supervisor, and we'll talk about this, math business supervisor, and we'll look at it. I want to thank Avi, who is our student, for being here, and Shub and Evan, who are from Randolph. All right. Tell Rohit I said hello. I actually know him. He's a good kid. But you guys did a great job. I will say, I'm going to editorialize this a little bit. There was a rhyme and a reason when we did this. I think you said at one point, without any clear rationale, there was a clear rationale. I was a principal at the high school at the time, and not in my current position with curriculum, but this loophole, as you say, was viewed as another option for students. At the time, we actually had students just like you who were asking for different options because their schedules were jam-packed, and probably like you, they were looking for opportunities to take as many challenging courses as possible, which Chris spoke to earlier. So as always, we started to look at different options for students. One was to offer in the summer, one was to have the online option, and then this AP Econ was the other one to really try to free up student schedules. That was 9 years ago. So when you guys talk to us now and you share your concerns, that's something we're going to take a look at. So again, it isn't to be right; it's to get it right. At that time, as a high school principal, I remember kind of saying out loud, and it didn't go this way, but listen, if you're going to take personal finance, which I think is an incredibly valuable course, I think I'd love to see juniors or seniors being forced to take it at that time, rather than a 14-year-old who isn't working yet, is nowhere near getting a car, or even a sophomore. With that comes scheduling implications as kids gear up for college and everything, but it's not a reason not to do it. That's just something we have to consider as we look at this, because I really feel like a 17 or 18-year-old is dealing with much more concrete topics that relate to their lives as opposed to someone who's just starting high school. So guys, I want to thank you. You did a great job, and we'll keep you posted. And this is something that we'll look at through the course of the end of the summer into the fall as we put together next year's course of study, and we'll see where we are. But thank you so much. It was really interesting stuff. I love talking about education and why we do things and the impact of things and getting feedback from kids. So well done, guys.
Okay, before we ask for the roll call vote, I just want to make sure that we acknowledge Mr. Chaffo. You mentioned this is your last meeting. Not even a month ago, I gave you or maybe 2 months ago, your 15-year PIN, so you have been here for a very long time. Obviously not 15 years consecutively, but 15 years is a lot of dedication to this district, so I absolutely want to make sure that you know that the board appreciates all of your service, and we wish you all the best in your semi-retirement.
Thank you, Grace.
Does anybody else want to say something, or are we going to move on? Yes. Mr. Raya?
Yeah,
I thought I was going to get
Andy, I just want to wish you the best. And when I first ran for the Board of Education, I was really struck by one of the conversations. I forget what the topic was at the time, but I remember commenting to the board afterwards that it was a really thoughtful conversation, and you were a big part of it. And I thank you for being, a mentor and helping me out. This is my first term, and I wish you and Nancy the best, and with the grandson, and enjoy. Thank you. It was well earned.
You guys already know I have something written. So, Andy, just wanted to say congratulations on your official retirement from the school board after, 17 years of service? You've been part of this board, the district, and the town, advocating and servicing and working hard, and none of it goes unnoticed. There are not enough words to express the appreciation for your dedication, leadership, diligence, and care all these years, not just to the district as a whole, but also to this board. Although I knew this would be your last term, you already know that the ending came entirely too soon for me. It has been a privilege to serve alongside you, and I still have a lot more to learn from you, so I hope you don't mind when I still come to you for advice. I'm deeply grateful for your mentorship, guidance, and support in times of uncertainty. I've seen you persevere under many challenges, even in my short time on the board. You've always made your decisions based on what you thought was best for this district and its families, with clear focus, confidence, and passion. And you have been a steady hand here, and this board will simply never be the same without you. You made a big impact, and you'll truly be missed. We'll even miss your dad jokes, and here's one for the road. What will you do with all your free time now? Hopefully not attending meetings just out of habit. That would be boring.
I'm out of here.
In all seriousness, I know you will enjoy your well-deserved retirement and spend your time with your family, especially your grandson, on the boat, enjoying being a grandpa and life with your family and friends. I wish you all the best, lots of relaxation, laughter, and far fewer committee reports and meetings to attend. With admiration and a little bit of panic, I thank you, Andy, for everything.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. 10 years ago, there was an opening on the board, and it was an appointed position that was going to be made. And I had just retired, and I thought, well, I really would like to do that, stay part of the system and kind of help as an educator on the board. And I put in my paperwork, and I came for the interview, and the person who, and then you went into closed session, and the person who came out and nominated me or whatever was you at the time. And I've been sitting at this board since. You were a mentor to me, you told me how to work this, how to be a board member, what to do. I always remember I was very lucky because some of my elections were non-contested. So those were like, I didn't have to do a thing up on the stage and take questions. And I was in a panic. And I remember on a Sunday, I went over to your house and we did like a mock-up, what kind of things are gonna ask you, how would you answer it? And I was like terrified of the whole situation, but you helped me through it. You told me who to order my signs from. I mean, you were always there to answer questions, and you were always the voice of calm, when this conversation was going all over the place, and everybody was doing it, and then this voice came out and just kind of settled it down and had this tone that was like, let's just think a minute. I mean, you were always very, very good about calming down chaos. So you will be missed. Oh, see that, chaos? But that's as you're a coordinator, But you will be missed. Your expertise, your way of dealing with things. We will miss you. I know you're not going to come and say hello, but try to keep in touch so we know how you're doing and we can see pictures of that little cutie. And I wish you well.
Thank you so much, Judy.
Andy,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to thank you very much for your mentorship I think coming onto the board as a new member just about 3 years ago, I didn't know anything either, and you have been there to help answer questions, give me guidance, and just set the example, right? I think that, I think it was Judy who just said that your measured approach to things has really demonstrated to me how to bring ease, to make sure we can get alignment, make sure everybody's got an opportunity to be heard. So I really do value the example that you set for me specifically and for the board as a whole. I think the collaboration that you've given us has helped us achieve some really great things as a board collectively. Your leadership in general across the board and the district, but most importantly, the 17 years of dedication to this district and the students. You've had a really big impact here, and everything you've done really has been in the best interest of the kids. I thank you for all that time and dedication and effort.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I had nothing prepared tonight. I wasn't sure what I wanted to say. But it makes me think back to gentlemen that sat on this board even before even I got here, and I wish I had gotten to meet him and get to know him. You instilled his values that he had said all the time when about this board. God, family, board, country. And Dr. Calabria would have been proud of your service here. And I'm going to miss you, Andy. All right? Thank you.
Wendy, do you want to say anything? I know it's hard when you can't see anything.
Yeah, it's weird on the phone. I'll talk to Andy personally. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
All right, so now we are up to the roll call vote of Superintendent's Bulletin Number 1, items number 1 through 72, with addendum items 73 to 79 and read-ins. May I have a motion? Mr. Chaffo, and a second. Mr. DeVito. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Abraham?
Yes.
Mr. Barrios?
Recuse on number 17, number 47, and on the bill list, number 10290. All recuse on those. Yes to everything else.
All right, Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mrs. Mayer?
Abstain from number 30, and also on the bill list, number 10084. Yes to everything else.
Mr. Raya?
Yes.
No worries. Mrs. Chappelle?
Yes.
Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Chaffo?
Yes.
And Mrs. Cogan?
Yes. All right. There being no further business, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Mrs. Chappelle, and a second. Mr. Raya, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Sort of the right